Guys, welcome to Black Sky Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry I had to wait for some absolute chaos that was going on outside there. The police chase or something. Anyway, hope you guys had a good weekend. But check this out. California's $20 fast food minimum wage law is already having disastrous unintended consequences. You guys remember this? They were talking about they were doing great things by doing this. Well, if you look here, thousands of Californians already have lost their jobs, because some restaurants closed. So, yeah, let's raise the wages, make it unattainable to stay in business, and so people lose their jobs. Others lost income because their employers cut hours. The El Pollo Loco cut employees' hours by 10%. Pizza Hut announced they would lay off more than 1,000 delivery drivers. One such driver, Michael Ojeda, understandably asked, what's the point of a raise if you don't have a freaking job? Right? Socialism, welcome to it. So anyway, I love to see the left think they're on, and they started that because June is Pride Month. And so the Palestinian protesters are now protesting Pride events. Check it out. I mean, you love to see it. You love to see it. But this is where their destruction is starting. Okay. You know, I mean, the leftist ideologies to rational people can only last for so long. And the tides are turning. I was actually going to name the video "The Tides Are Turning" because I'm kind of going to go into that. But Trump, let's talk about him for a bit. He joined TikTok, right? He has amassed almost 3 million followers, and probably has amassed it by now in less than 24 hours. Okay, now he was very opposed to TikTok before that, but he is beating Joe Biden, the most famous president in history that received the most votes, as they say. Now, and look at his avatar, Dark Brandon. Like, they're not even trying to hide it. Did you guys see the smirk that he gave whenever he was asked about did he weaponize the charges against Trump? And he like gives that like creepy smile in Dark Brandon fashion. But what I was telling you guys about the other day that's become very strong is that I told you that them charging him was going to backfire. So all this stuff is backfire. I'm going to talk about a little bit of that. But becoming a martyr has really helped out Donald Trump. Okay, so the Democrats urge Kathy Hochul to pardon Donald Trump because he's gaining so much steam. Martyrdom is strong, guys. I mean, people, revolutions have been backed because of martyrdom, you know, and the left, in my opinion, made two very bad tactical decisions. And one of those being that they removed Trump from all social media after 2020. They thought silencing him and sending him away was going to make him disappear. It did quite the opposite. What it did was, because Trump's a vocal guy, you know, and he says a lot of things, and a lot of times media misused, misquoted, or abused things that he said, and not giving him the ability to even talk to the public on social media did not give them any ammunition to misquote, abuse, or misuse the things he said. So in Americans' minds, all they can remember is, man, my life was better under Trump. Life was better. And so then making him a martyr now, he has lots of people that had not previously supported him now have switched sides. And he has broke records in small donors. So check out these tweets here. This is Democrats, okay? You think pardoning is stupid, making him a martyr over payment to a porn star is stupid. Election charges are entirely different. It's energizing his base, generating record sums of campaign cash, and will likely result in electoral boost, in which it did. So this is a tweet from a Democrat. Here's another. Donald Trump is a serial liar, cheater, philanderer, a six-time declarer of corporate bankruptcy, instigator of insurrection, and convicted felon who thrives on portraying himself as a victim. Kathy Hochul should pardon him for the good of the country, because even the Democrats realize that this is something that is absolutely horrible for them. They're going to be losing because of it, right? People don't want to live under this nonsense. And if you look at even last night, okay, at UFC 302, Donald Trump, he's a MMA fan, from what they say, and he walks out with Dana White last night, as he does most times, and the freaking stadium erupts. Okay, people are ecstatic to see him. He's just coming off these felony charges, and people, it's like a freaking. If you go to any Trump rallies, it's like a freaking a rock concert. You know what I mean? And so again, he's close friends with Dana White. Now, I've been critical of some things that Dana White has said in the past, or things that he's done that I haven't really liked, but I would like to take back all those things. Regardless of whatever differences that I may see, this guy has stood beside Donald Trump. He is a huge influence because he owns the UFC, which is huge, right? I mean, as far as if you want to talk about influence, he does not care what anyone says, and he says whatever he thinks. So anything that he's done, the goodness outshines anything that he said that I've ever disagreed with. And so during the fight, Kevin Holland here, after he wins his bout, he jumps down and shakes Trump's hand, right? Which is another great influence. You're seeing all these people backing influencers in various realms. You see lots of these young guys on social media that have huge fan bases, because what the conservative or what Trump represents is big, right? And even Sean Strickland, after his fight, he announced that he would be donating to Trump, and also said that basically that Trump's trial was a sham. So the tides are turning with the young generation, because what they see is that the conservative movement is the rebellious movement. What's more popular to young people than being the outlier, right? You remember back in the day when we were in school, the renegades, you know what I mean? James Dean back in his day, you know what I mean? Being the outlaw is the popular thing. So what the left has done is made that the popular thing. And again, you have all these various voices that have had a backbone and have not bowed down, because you've seen every Hollywood elite in 2020 bow down. You've seen the masses bow down. But I told you, rebellion is definitely infectious, right? It's contagious, and it's happening. And so if we see Trump not make it to presidency, if we see him not become president, I foresee very bad things in the country, because people will not stand by for it. But again, in 2020, I think that people started looking for other people other than Hollywood elites, because Hollywood elites are so detached from reality. And most of us, we want people that we can identify with, right? Freaking that's why I love doing late night live, so I can see people here that think the same way as I do, chatting in the live feed. I love doing that just because of that. I can't see all of them because it's moving. I don't know if you know this, but I can't see everybody's comment because I'm on an app that I use. And so it's like scrolling, and I can't really see, and I don't have ability, unless there is a way, and I just don't know because I'm an idiot, that I could slow it down. But anyway, but I do get to see some pop up here and there. And then when you super chat, it pops up a color for me so I can see it. But now, again, a lot of influencers and we're talking about various content creators, whatever platform they're on, people that have a following. Some of them were leftists before, and I think they did it just because of the popularity aspect, but they've totally abandoned that. They've went to being patriotic Americans, which is beautiful, Now, let's talk about, I think Trump did make a mistake, though, in the past day, okay? And it's hard to say that, but Trump lays out his revenge strategy after conviction makes him a felon. Okay, now, I don't know that I would lay out my revenge strategy if I had one, okay? I don't know if I would lay it out, right? Number one. And this is the thing, like, there's some people in the comments I'll see, they don't like Trump, what have you. Look, I don't love everything Trump done, and I know that I feel like maybe it's because you don't view my videos. You maybe just pop up to this video, and so I can't spend the next, 4 days filming a straight live to tell you everything I believe in. But the thing is, I don't believe pushing the hokey pokey. I don't believe in bump stock bans. I don't believe in a lot of things, but the country was better, right? Trump does stand for a lot of good things. And during his time in presidency, your life was better. So better. I mean, you're going to vote for Joe Biden? Come on. Anyway, so let's go back to this. He lays out his revenge strategy. I don't know that I would do that, but okay. Trump's a bold guy. He's a bold guy. So he was getting interviewed, and he told Rachel Compost Duffy, he said that, and I don't even know if I should say this because they're going to hit this video just for these words. He's going to declassify the Epstein list or Epstein files. He's going to declassify 9/11 files, and he's going to declassify JFK. Now, he had the chance to before, and he didn't, because Mike Pompeo told him not to. But we found out who he really is. But he said he's going to declassify these things. Now, I think that was a bad thing to do, because now that they know that, they cannot let him be president, because those three things are going to, when every American finds out what's in those things, it's gonna come unhinged. It's gonna come unhinged. Okay. Now, I think he should. I just don't think he should have told him he was going to do it. These things are so dark that they're going to do anything in their power to stop him now at this point. He also said that he has 2 names in mind for Attorney General, and he said he had made mistakes with the critical decisions that he had made before during his first term. We've all said that, General Milley, a number of people, Jeff Sessions, Bill Barr, these sort of things. He chose some bad people, but I think he learned from it. I think he learned what he needs to see in his discernment of people. Okay. You see him now, like the way he's handling things now already is wonderful. Like, to me, it is pure marketing genius, what he's doing. And it's becoming very powerful. He's taking all the ammunition they're shooting at him, and he's reversing it and using it to empower himself, which is wonderful. And that's how you're supposed to do it, right? We're talking about Sun Tzu stuff here. He's doing it. He read Art of War. So now, I hope he keeps to these promises. Hopefully he gets Julian Assange out as well, and these sort of things. But, he did make some promises before, like putting Hillary in prison, and he didn't. He invited him to the inauguration, but he also said he was going to drain the swamp. Now, to be fair, I think he did not understand how deep the swamp was, nor did I, nor did probably most of you. We had no idea it was this deep, right? And most Americans were probably very shocked in the past 3 years how things have become, right? But I think that we will definitely if he doesn't get elected, things could be bad. I foresee, and even if he does get elected, I think things are going to be bad. I think either way, the left's going to flip, what have you, things are going to be bad. Now, I just seen a comment here, and I see this comment quite a bit. Oh, yeah, he did tell Tim Pool whenever he was asked about Julian, if he would get him out, that he would think about it, which is a good move. So we'll see what happens. And I think he's not going to have anything to lose this term, right? Because he will fulfill his obligation. He won't be able to be reelected again. So he's probably not going to care of any blowback, and he'll do whatever needs to be done, which is how it should be, But I just saw a comment here, and I see this comment quite a bit. I'm a follower of Christ. I'm also a constitutionalist. But a lot of times I see Christians say this in my commentary. Oh man, if you believe in Christ, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. I don't know what kind of prosperity gospel you've been taught, because I don't believe in prosperity gospel. I believe that things will be bad here. You're promised for eternity, but you're not promised a rose garden here. That used to be a Marine Corps recruiting poster. You're not promised a rose garden. You're not promised a rose garden here. Jesus' closest followers, 10 of them were martyred, slaughtered, okay? His closest followers, his disciples. And we know what happened to Judas, and John supposedly lived to be of old age. But 10 of them were martyred, slaughtered. They didn't get the rose garden. Just because you're a Christ follower does not mean that your life's going to be perfect here. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be famous. That's not true. Because if that's true, then I've been following Christ my whole life, and man, I've had a hard life. I got lied to then, because mine ain't been easy. It ain't been a rose garden. It's constantly hard every day. So believe in Christ for eternity, but understand things probably will be bad here. Revelation talks about things are going to be bad here. So I'm with you. I'm with you. Love the Lord. We're going to spend eternity in heaven. It don't mean here, though, right? So it's kind of like I had a pastor a long time ago. He gave, and I'm going to make it a brief, but it's a story. Basically, he's telling a story, and this is like a parable analogy. There's a flood. There's a man that's standing at his house, and the fire trucks drive up and said, "Hey, sir, the flood's getting bad. Come on, go with us." He said, No, I believe in Jesus Christ. He's going to save me. So then the waters rise even further. A boat comes by, and he's like, "Come on, sir, get in the boat. Get in the boat." No, Christ is going to take care of me. And then it rises up. He's on his roof. Helicopter comes by, and he's like, No, I don't need help. You got to be prepared, right? It'll get worse before it gets worse. It's how it is. You're not promised a rose garden. And that is a Marine Corps recruiting poster. I wish I would have got it so I could have posted it up. It's amazing. There's a DI in the face of the recruit. Is pretty cool. Anyway, guys, I want to share this information with you. And I love seeing you in the chat. Let me shout out to my super chatters real quick. Deb, thank you. He hopefully he makes it there. I have a bad feeling about how hard the left's going to fight, Deb. I think they're capable of doing bad things. JFK type things. That's what I'm worried about. And Big Timer 21, thanks for the color, man. I love having you like-minded people on the chat. It motivates me. It's why I do this. I love making live videos. It's just good. RC Car Addict, man. Thank you guys. And Plake's Place. Yep, exactly. Thanks, folks. I do appreciate you hanging out with me. Please leave a comment. What I think about the Navy going woke, somebody's asking me. Man, the whole freaking military's went woke. Have you followed their social media profiles? The whole freaking military's went woke. It's horrible. It's horrible. Just talk to some young guys now, and they'll tell you about the indoctrination is happening. You know, it's sad that these young men and women want to just serve their country, and they're trying to get pushed in this indoctrination BS. I've got friends currently in the military, even some guys in some tier 1 units that are dealing with some complete nonsense. And it's sad. It's sad. That's all I'm going to say. the country what it was. Hopefully we can get it back on track. I think the tides are turning. Like I said, I wanted to label a video that I do think the tides are turning. There's becoming more people that are sick of this and just not going to have it. This is the thing. People say Trump can fix it. He can't do it alone. It's going to take all of us as well. Anyhow, guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure you leave a comment, like, share the video. And remember to always stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. Take care.